Hello, Math 7 students. We are starting our 24th video, and the name of our 24th video is Computing Actual Lengths from a Scale Drawing. So I'm going to turn there now, and here are the notes from today. So what I would like to do is take a look at it. Computing actual lengths from a scale drawing. So basically what that is saying is that you have one scale drawing and another scale drawing, and you have to compute the actual length. So what are they on the original? Today we are going to use the scale factor, which is also known as the unit rate, to find the actual lengths of objects. Okay? The question that I want you to be thinking about is, what does the scale factor tell us about the relationship between the actual picture and the scale drawing? I'll give you a hint. That question has something to do with size. Okay. Helpful vocabulary that will help us with this. You need to write these down, and then we need to be able to reference them when we need to use them. A reduction is a scale change with a scale factor less than 1. So if it's a reduction, that means the scale factor is smaller than 1. An enlargement means that the scale change with a scale factor greater than 1. So if it's bigger than the original, it has a scale factor greater than 1. So it's going to be 1 and something, or 2, or 3, or 4, because that's all larger than 1. Scale factor equation that you're going to be using is y equals mx. Y always is the scale drawing, m is always the scale factor, and x is always the original. Okay? A scale drawing equals the scale factor times the original drawing. Okay? And now we're going to try one. So here is our picture right here of what we have. Okay? And it's a heart. So your job is to figure out what the original size will be. Okay? So obviously this is a drawing. And in my drawing it says that the height is 3. Okay? And so we use our equation, y equals m times x. So the scale drawing is the question mark. The scale factor for this one is 1/8, and the original is 3 centimeters. So our job is to figure out what the scale drawing size would be. So we take y, we don't know, equals 1/8 times 3 over 1. And so what would our answer be? So you're basically figuring out y equals 1/8 of 3. So we multiply straight across. So we get 1 times 3 is 3. 8 times 1 is 8. So we know that the scale drawing is 3/8 of a centimeter. Okay? And then it says, is the scale drawing a reduction or an enlargement? Look at this size right here. Is this fraction bigger or smaller than the number 1? 3/8. Is it bigger than 1 or smaller than 1? And the answer is smaller, so this would be a reduction. Okay. All right, let's try another one really quick. The next one that I want you to try is, what if this is the picture of a house? Okay. And we're going to say the height of the house, because this is a scale drawing. So this is a scale drawing of a house. Okay. And we're going to say that on my paper, this scale drawing of the house is 2 inches tall. Okay. And then I'm going to tell you that the scale factor is, let's do 8 is the scale factor. So now we use the equation of what we know. So y equals m times x. So if this is the scale drawing, we know that that's 2. So the scale factor is 8. And so what we're trying to find is the original, the x. So we have to ask ourselves, what times 8 gives me 2? Okay? What times 8 gives me 2? So if you can't figure that out, what I would do is I would just divide both sides by 8. Okay? And 2 divided by 8 gives me 1/4. So now I know that the original house is 1/4 of an inch. That's a tiny house. That makes me giggle because that's a tiny house. Okay, but you're saying that the real house is only 1/4 of an inch. That's a tiny, tiny, tiny house. Okay, all right. So we're going to practice a lot of these in class tomorrow with some practice problems that you have in your packet. Please remember to bring your packet with you tomorrow to class. Going back to our goal, today we are going to use the scale factor or unit rate to find the actual length of objects. And then the question that I asked you is, what does the scale factor tell us about the relationship between the actual picture and the scale drawing? And remember I said, think about size. There's two words that we've been talking about. A scale drawing is either a blank or the scale drawing is a blank. And you've got to figure out what that is. Okay? All right, my darlings, that was it. Very easy lesson. Most important information is this equation right here, and we'll be practicing that in class tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye.